Hey ghouls, Terra Krueger, the sweetest psychopath you'll ever meet, and welcome back to my channel. Hey ghouls, the witch is back. It's me, Terra Krueger, and oh my god, it's been like, what, 2 months since I've uploaded something, so I apologize for my absence, if you noticed, if you cared, but I'm finally back, and I decided, like, I need to do a new video. I just had no idea what. I've been changing my content to, like, horror reviews or true crime, which I need to get my ass on, like, real quick to restart doing that again. But like my last video I think I uploaded was my trailer reaction to like Bodies, 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 and I was gonna do like my review of the film, but I feel like it's so much time has passed, like no one even cares. Everyone's probably seen that movie. If you want my opinion, I hated it. They marketed it as like this generation's Scream, and like it was charming for what it was, but it was so terrible, so misleading to what it was. It honestly could have been a MTV Halloween special. I hated that I wasted time and money and excitement to go see it because it was dumb. And spoiler alert, if you're gonna go see it for Pete Burns, don't bother. He's the first to die. No, there's no kill in the movie. He accidentally kills himself. Paranoia sets in with the cast, and they all eventually end up dying by mistakes or killing each other in their paranoia. Very of the age. Anyways, we are here to actually talk about the new Hocus Pocus that just released on Disney Plus. I was super excited for it a little bit. I'll explain myself right now. I literally grew up watching this movie. I was obsessed with this movie. It was one of the movies that got me super obsessed with witches, that had my little gay ass pretending I was a witch doing spells and everything. Of course, Sarah Sanderson is my favorite. But yeah, I was super excited for it. I had heard a million and one like rumors about a sequel for years, and it was finally coming out. When I saw the trailer, I wasn't too impressed with the trailer, but I went in with an open mind to watch this movie, and I'm glad I did because I actually didn't hate it. I surprisingly really actually enjoyed it, and I will go over what I like, what I didn't like, all that. So if you haven't seen it and don't want any spoilers, go ahead, hop on over to Disney Plus, watch that real quick, steal a friend's account, I don't know, whatever you do. It's not that expensive. I think it's like $7 a month. I don't know, because my cheap ass uses my friend's account. I kind of wanted to make this like a double movie review for Hocus Pocus and Rob Zombie's The Munsters, but I honestly can't give you like a truly honest opinion of Rob Zombie's The Munsters. Like, I'm a big Rob Zombie fan. I love Rob Zombie. I love The Munsters. And honestly, the movie I kind of checked out before it even came out because they said Eddie Munster wasn't in it. And Eddie Munster was my favorite because all through childhood, people would call me Eddie Munster because I was like this little dark kid with like shaggy dark hair looking like I threw it on. The film was filmed beautifully, like the color, the imagery, like everything. It was filmed very gorgeous. And Sherry Moon Zombie's Lily Munster, oh my god, her outfits were like my favorite part of the film, so if that tells you anything. It took me 2 days to watch it because I did put it on. I was watching it. It was like enjoyable. I was like also on TikTok and watching it, so I was like, that tells you a little something. I turned it off. I went over to a friend's house. A day or two later, I got back from the gym, I made myself something to eat, I put it on in the background, started off where I left off. The only time I remember going like, oh, was when Cassandra Peters was playing a realtor just like a witch. If you don't know who that is, that's Miss Elvira here, so I love her. And yeah, and then honestly, I can't really tell you how it ends. I didn't pay too much attention to it. Like I said, I was watching it like on TikTok, glancing up at it here and there. So I can't really give you an honest opinion because I didn't fully pay attention to it. And from what I did pay attention to and saw, I honestly don't care to give it a second chance. Sorry, maybe next year I'll rewatch it. I don't know. Did you watch it? Tell me what you think or whatever. So yes, let me know down below. Anyways, oh my god, we're 5 minutes in this video. I'll go ahead and put a timestamp, or I'll... It's like too late at this point, right? Anyways, let's talk about Hocus Pocus. I love the mini backstory that it gave in the beginning, where it shows the Sanderson sisters as young. She's being forced into marrying some boy, and she refuses, and of course they want to exile her, take her sisters away, because she's getting old at the ripe age of 16. And yeah, that was like the opening. I love that Oh my god! I mean, I should have done my research a little better because the witch that they run into the forest when they get like excluded from their little town, she looks so familiar. I forgot to look up who she was. Sorry, but she kind of gives them the book. She notices Winifred's a witch, and she's trying to eat them, so she lets them go. They become witches, and we know the story from that point on. I actually thought because I usually hate movies where like kids are the main character, but the girls actually I really didn't hate them too bad. Actually, I didn't hate them at all. I actually really enjoyed their characters. I thought it was cute. They were like interesting. They didn't annoy me. I thought the little friend, the one who has the boyfriend, I thought she looked like a young Emma Roberts. So these girls are like, you know, into the little witchery thing or whatever, like spirituality, all that. So they have their stones and all that stuff, and of course people think they're witches. They have a birthday like ceremony that they do every year, and of course they have a little like tiff with their friend who's growing up because she has a boyfriend and they think she doesn't want to hang out with them no more. Anyways, and so on. Cut to where the witches come back. The shop now where they used to live is now like a museum run by this other guy. I forgot people's names, so I'm sorry. I'll just add pictures here and there. And he gives her a gift, which is a black flame candle, which we later find out that he actually, as a child, spotted the witches that night in 1993 and followed them to the cemetery and saw them be like beat by the other teenagers. He somehow gets the book and finds out the book teaches him how to make a new black flame candle, so the witches have a second chance at coming back. So he kind of he sets up that girl, the main girl, I think her name's Becca. That's her birthday and gives her the candle for like her little seance for her birthday. Of course, she lights it. And the witches come back, and right away, because the minute the witches came back, they sang a version of Elton John's "The Bitch Is Back," but of course it's Disney, so the witch is back, and they kind of still performing it. I thought it was cute and kind of funny. I knew my friends would have just rolled their eyes and hated it, but I thought it was cute, and they're kind of just watching. The girls are running away, and they're like watching the witches perform in the woods. Like, who are they even performing for? And then Sarah pops out, "You," and I was like, I love it. The little gay boy in me was like, ooh, I kind of like that. It was cute. So the witches come back. Of course, they're like, I smell children. They're going to eat the girls. And then they kind of tell her, they kind of trick the witches by saying that they're 40-year-old women who are also witches, and they brought them back because they idolize them. You know, it was cute. One of the funny parts is I think it was a sneak peek that they released is where they end up in Walgreens drinking all like the skincare products and everything. And of course, since they're from like 330 years ago, they don't know shit. So when they take a picture with a filter on it, they don't realize. They think like, oh look, it worked. We're super young and beautiful again. Is the pastor that I forgot to mention from the beginning is the one who kicked him out of the town. His ancestors now is the mayor of Salem, and they want to get back at him. So of course they go enter a costume contest like the Sanderson sisters look-alike, and they lose. Just like I wonder if that was an homage to Dolly Parton entering a look-alike contest and losing her own look-alike contest. And then of course they do their whole spell of singing a song to put the town under a spell to help them like hunt down the mayor, and of course they sing Blondie's One Way or Another, and I was fucking living. Oh my god, that was like I had my gay moment. I was like, ah bitch, I loved it so fucking much. I really enjoyed that part. And then of course the whole city gets up under their spell to go hunt for the mayor. And there was a part I was surprised that they put in there because I didn't think the movie was going to be so meta. But as they're flying around on their brooms looking in through all the windows to try to find the mayor, they pass by a gay couple's house and they're watching the movie. They're watching the first Hocus Pocus. If you pay attention to the beginning, there's a spell that they must never do because it's the most powerful spell with consequences. And then when Winnie kind of does it, there's a warning and she skips over the warning even though Mary tells her to read it. She doesn't. Oh, can I say, by the way, I mean, I know it's like 29 years after the first one, but I think they did such a good job with all three of the Sanderson sisters, Winnie, Sarah, and Mary, all looking flawless still. It's a bunch of makeup and fillers. I can't be mad at that. Hello. The spell, and the price Winnie has to pay is she loses her sisters, and that was something that if she just read the instructions at the beginning she would have known and maybe not have done the spell. Of course the new main little girl is the witch, and because of her powers and this whole Disney like you gotta share, so she has her other two friends help her. They become her little coven. They defeat Winifred after her sisters disappear. They tell her they could reverse the spell. All she has to do is like accept the fate or whatever, or rejoice. But of course, it's not like the witches were gonna come back. She would just join them in the afterlife, and that part actually was kind of like sad. Like, I was like, oh, just because I love the witches, and I really wanted them to kill everyone in Salem and take over. But yeah, Winifred disappears. Oh, Billy Butcherson, Doug Jones comes back as Billy Butcherson. One of my favorite parts I forgot to mention. He comes back, and then we find out that he was never really Winifred's lover. They kissed once, and she just like went off on, that's my boyfriend. Oh, and real quick too, the side story. So the guy who like initially like tricked the little girls into bringing back the witches, he's kind of put under spell to help them gather all the shit they need to like do their spell to like take over the world, take over Salem or whatever. After the witches are gone, he kind of just talks to the girls like, huh, see you at the magic shop, whatever. And they're like, oh yeah, whatever. And I'm like, you're gonna forgive him that quick? He literally just sets you up to be like his bait for like these witches or whatever. But it's Disney, whatever. Like I said, overall the movie was good. It looked great. It was cute. It had a lot of references to the old one, but not too many. I loved that. With that said, I think you should go ahead and give it a watch. It was a fun family movie. I watched it twice already. I actually did enjoy it. Like I said, I was pleasantly surprised. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it, and I did. I feel like I'm a little rusty or all over the place. Forgive me. It's been like 2 months since I filmed this, and if you're still watching the video right here, right now, if you want a reason to why I was gone, I had to just be honest. And I mean, I've been open and honest with you guys here on my channel, my page, my stories, my TikTok, everywhere. If you follow me on anything or know me in my real life, I'm an open spell book. Sorry, a stupid dad joke. But yeah, I have depression, I have bipolar, and I usually feel like I have like my seasons and my moments where I just get really, really down. I lose interest in everything. I completely just don't care about anything, unfortunately. And right now is kind of, you know, that time of the month, like my rag. Obviously, I'm kind of getting over it. You know, I'm feeling a lot better. I hurt my back, but other than that, like whatever, I'll heal up. Yeah, but like, you know, I don't know if you guys can relate or like, you know what I'm talking about. I don't talk about it too much because I try not to make my mental illness my entire personality or like cash in on a lot of these clout chasers I see, especially on TikTok, trying to be like, oh, I'm depressed, oh, I'm this, oh, I'm that. Because if you truly, truly are like suffering from depression or any chemically imbalanced thing like bipolar or whatever, like myself, when I'm not feeling horrible, the last thing I want to do is pretend I'm like not feeling, you know, great. If you must know, like I said, I'm an open book. I used to self-harm a lot. You know, be really down. I was a mess. I was a wreck. And, you know, there's a lot more to the story that if I ever care to share, I will here. But for the most part, no, like I said, there is a light at the end of the tunnel. You're stuck in a hole, just reach up. Even if you got to be the one to pull yourself out, like I was many times in my life. Now I have so many amazing people in my life that I can reach out to for help. And, you know, they understand it. They understand me. Like, they'll be like, they don't question, like, why are you sad? What's depressing? And it's like, there's nothing. Literally, it's just my shitty brain and the way it works. I can't help it. It's just how I am. But like I said, it comes and goes. Usually it's always around the same time. So I hate that it's always around fucking October, because I always have plans like, ooh, horror movies and stuff is like, you know, that's my whole life, honestly. But I feel like I could really cash in and like, you know, help pull in views or new followers and stuff. But, you know, unfortunately every year it kicks in and I shut down, and I don't want to put makeup on. I don't want to put a stupid wig on. I don't want to do anything except be miserable. But like I said, I am feeling so much better. I want to say thank you to all my friends and everyone out there who I've been able to talk to and have really helped me. I really appreciate it, and I love you guys. I know that's such an ugly word, but obviously I'm feeling better, and I hope to be back doing more videos. You know, I love doing this, and I love doing drag and dressing up and creating looks and taking photos. I necessarily hate going out in public. That's just, I think, me withering with age, wanting to be like a full-time spinster. But enough rambling on. Anyways, this wasn't supposed to be a sad and depressed thing. It was just supposed to be a little update for y'all. So with that said, this is Terror Krueger, and I'll see you girls later. Bye.